So we are near Burton, well not we, because you aren't there, but I am now near Burton Green, right on the outskirts of Coventry, and I'm walking along the Greenway, past all these lovely lesser celandines. Look at those. How nice are they? Lots of them. All coming out now, and I'm walking along here. Won't be able to do it sometime in the not too distant future, provided the workers can get back on with the job, because this is going to be taken over by HS2. So we're walking along, and I'm hoping this will just give you some outdoor experience, albeit virtual. So I don't know if you can enjoy on somebody else's walk. I'm not certain I would, but it's a thought, I suppose, that you might be happy about it. Lovely walk. We walk here regularly. It's different each time we come along, because the celandines, the lesser celandines, weren't out before, and now they're starting to break their buds. I've just had a lovely chat with my friend Raj in India, and of course she's shut indoors because she's in the midst of all the people around her in her road. But what a lovely thing that I can walk along here chatting to somebody who is in Gurgaon, in New Delhi way. It's amazing. So I'm really thankful that we have this technology, that we can still chat to people around the world despite what is going on. Lovely old bridges. My dear old dad used to do these arches on. He worked as a bricklayer on the railway, and I don't say he did these ones, but he did used to make arches and these bridges. And in our hometown, we used to go and see some of the ones he'd done. But as with all things these days, so many of the things that he made have all been pulled down and something else is in their place. So, but he used to show us all the different walls and bridges and the rest that he'd done. And it had a big advantage, because when we were young, very few people had holidays at all. They would have a little bit of time off work, but they didn't have holidays. And so we were fortunate in that we got holidays, because my father used to get free passes and privilege passes. Privilege mean reduced, and free, absolutely free. And what with that, and Mum doing a sort of visitor service, because we lived by the seaside, and she used to have visitors. They used to go into 2 rooms, and we were all squashed, 4 of us, squashed into one room, and we used to moan. But this is why we had holidays. I remember we used to go away on holiday, and we could never have more than 1 ice cream a day. That was it. And the reason was simple, because there was no more money. But we had holidays when lots of people never had holidays at all. Sometimes people would visit relatives, but we had no holidays. We had holidays when many people didn't have holidays. So these bridges are bringing back all these lovely things. And we used to walk along here with my mum and dad. So it's strange that we used to walk along here with our children. And of course now our children have got their children, all growing up. And so time moves on. And on that thought, time will move on this as well. It may seem, very boring being at home at the moment. For those of you who aren't fortunate enough to be on the edge of the wildlands, it might seem unfortunate now, but we'll get over it. We've seen far worse. We've been through 2 world wars, which I haven't seen personally. But I would imagine wondering if your house is going to be bombed would be similar in some ways, but for me it would be worse. So But I'm not meeting hardly anybody around here. There's a guy coming, I think, or somebody coming with a dog. But apart from that, I'm not meeting anybody. A woman went past on a bike. I've seen hardly anybody. But it's nice to chat online. So if you know people who could do with a chat, they're on their own or whatever, what I'm doing is giving them a bell on social media and having a little chit chat and catch up. So now, when I came along here last week, this was like a stream. It's not too far from it now, but it's a lot better than it was. Now, I'm thinking of going a bit further down the Greenway today, rather than going up that slope on our left, and seeing if I can cut across. But we will have to see. I can't properly remember where. Can't quite remember where I've got to go across, but still, I'm sure I shall see it as I get closer. Oh, there's a puddle up here. I can see a couple coming this way. First, hardly seen anybody, which is good. I think these are called wood aloe. There, those little ones. Well, I think we'll call that a day. That's the way we've just come. So thank you for watching. We are very close now to Burton Green, right on the outskirts of Coventry. Thank you for watching from Coventry, United Kingdom, and a special thank you for those who are about to subscribe or already have. Bye for now from Dave.